There's a moment that every smart investor hits when the old ways stop working. When the noise gets louder, the risks grow bigger, and the safe bets just don't feel safe anymore. You start looking around, realizing that the old roads lead only to the same dead ends. You see how so many people, even the smartest ones, get stuck, caught in cycles of quick wins that burn out fast or long-term plays that never quite pay off. It's frustrating. It feels like your edge is disappearing, like the whole game is rigged for someone else, someone with deeper pockets or better connections. And no matter how much you try to fight the tide, you wake up day after day feeling more trapped, more uncertain, more like you're missing something crucial. That moment, when you feel like you're fighting shadows, is exactly why the smartest investors are turning to becoming limited partners. Because the traditional playing field, it's broken. It's crowded with noise, distractions, and promises that rarely deliver. But limited partnerships? They're a secret doorway, a pathway to real access, where real power isn't shouted from the rooftops, but earned quietly, deeply, with patience and insight. It's not about jumping on every flashy startup or following every market trend. It's about stepping beyond the normal and into a place where you can actually shape the future instead of just watching it pass you by. Think about the last time you heard about a company changing the world. The kind of company that shakes industries, rewrites rules, or creates new markets out of thin air. Chances are, the people behind those companies aren't just random investors. They are limited partners who understood that to really grow, to really win, you have to be inside the circle where decisions are made, where capital flows freely but wisely, where inefficiency and noise get cut out. These aren't just investors. They're insiders who get to spot opportunities that the crowd never sees. And most importantly, they get to ride the wave from the ground floor, not from the sidelines. But why is this path so hard to find? And why do so many miss it? It's because being a limited partner isn't about throwing money at everything that moves. It's not about chasing hype. It's about knowing which battles to pick, having patience that feels almost unnatural in today's world, and understanding that true freedom as an investor comes from influence and connection. When you're a limited partner, you don't just watch the boardroom. You become part of the conversation. You influence decisions before they become headlines. This is the difference between reacting and creating, between hoping for luck and engineering your own success. And here's the truth nobody tells you. The path to becoming a powerful, limited partner isn't about how much money you have. It's about how you think, how you position yourself, and how you cultivate relationships that matter. It's about being ruthless with your time and your capital, saying no to easy money and yes to high conviction, long-term plays that might not pay off fast, but will change everything when they do. It's about being patient in a world obsessed with speed. The smartest investors become limited partners because they see the power in restraint, in discipline, in focusing on what matters. They build their own tribe of founders, operators, and fellow partners who are all laser-focused on the same goal, making their capital truly work for them, not just spin in endless cycles of noise. And the beauty? This path isn't for everyone. It takes guts to say no to the flashy stocks, to the quick fixes, to the chatter that fills the internet every second. It takes guts to invest in something you can't control fully, to trust the process over instant results. But when you take that leap, you unlock not just financial gain, but freedom. The kind of freedom where you stop chasing the market and start steering it, where you stop being a victim of the system and become a force reshaping it. That's the rare kind of power that limited partners hold. It's the power to move markets, to back the next big revolution, to become part of something that outlasts trends and news cycles. But before all that, there's something deeper going on. The smartest investors aren't just chasing growth, they're rejecting the old system that told them to be small parts of a much bigger machine. That system promised freedom while handing out rules. It told them to be content with mediocrity while they settled for comfort. And that's a trap. Because true investment freedom doesn't come from comfort, it comes from rebellion. From breaking the rules that no longer serve us and forging a new way. Becoming a limited partner is an act of rebellion. It's saying no to the illusions of safety, no to being processed by the system. It's claiming your power back as an individual who chooses what to support, who decides what the future looks like. This rebellion isn't loud or flashy. It's quiet, patient, and relentless. It's about working with founders who burn with the same fire, who are rewriting the rules of what's possible every single day. It's about seeing beyond temporary metrics and focusing on lasting change, about knowing when to sit back and when to lean in hard. The smartest investors become limited partners because they want to be part of that deeper change. Not because they want easy money, but because they want real power, the power to shape history, to empower others, to be remembered not just for what they earned, but for what they built. If you feel trapped by the endless noise, if you're tired of the same stories replaying over and over, if you feel a fire inside you urging you to break free from the status quo, then becoming a limited partner is your gateway. It's not just a financial strategy, it's a transformation, a way to stop living a borrowed life and start creating your own, to stop being processed and start becoming, to stop following and start leading. And here's the kicker, because it's not for everyone. It means when you step into this world, you're joining a tribe of the rare few, people who refuse to settle, people who take the time to question everything, who challenge the old truths and aren't afraid to be different. People who know that true progress is messy and slow but worth every sacrifice. You don't just invest, you become sovereign. Your will becomes your weapon. You don't accept what is, you redefine what's possible. So what does that look like practically? It means building relationships early and deeply, with founders before they become famous, with funds that have a track record, but also a vision. It means learning how to negotiate not just terms, but access. It means putting in the work to understand the sectors, the technologies, the markets that others miss because they move too fast or follow the crowd. It means having a mindset that prizes transformation over transaction, community over competition, patience over hurry. Every step into limited partnership is a step away from the crowd and closer to your own truth. It's a break from the illusion of quick wins and the hollow promises of conventional investing. It's a move toward lasting impact and yes, lasting gains too, but gains that come from real growth, not hype. If you embrace this, you become part of a quiet revolution, one that is already reshaping markets and lives in ways the old world can't even imagine yet. This is why the smartest investors are becoming limited partners. Because they see through the illusions. Because they refuse to settle for what's handed to them. Because they're ready to be part of something bigger and better, something real, something that lasts. If that fire is burning inside you, it's time to move. Not tomorrow, not when it feels convenient. Now. Because freedom, influence, and power don't wait. They reward the patient, the bold, the few who dare to become more. This is your moment, your choice, your path. The movement of the rare, the restless, the fearless is already underway. Will you join or watch it pass you by?